President Moon Jae-in made a visit down south to the National Training Center to show his support for the nation's Olympic squad. There he asked for the athletes' support in making the Pyeongchang Olympics the Peace Games. Our Chief Blue House correspondent Moon Gun-young files us this report.
South Korea's national ice hockey team's pre-game chant highlighting teamwork. President Moon Jae-in visited the National Training Center in Jincheon, roughly 100 kilometers south of Seoul, where the nation's Olympic squad has been working day and night, vying for the podium at the Winter Olympic Games in Pyeongchang, now just a little over 3 weeks away. One of the first athletes the South Korean president went to throw support were the ice hockey players amid ongoing talks between South and North Korea of fielding a joint women's hockey team at the Pyeongchang Olympics.
앞으로 실현될지 안 될지 잘 모르겠지만 또 이제 북한이 올림픽 참가를 하면서 또 아이스 호키 팀의 단일팀까지 이제 논의가 되고 있는데 그 성사 여부를 떠나서 그런 것이 우리 아이스 호키 팀의 보다 많은 국민들의 관심을 쏟게 만드는 그래서 비인기 종목의 서러움을 희석할 수 있는 그런 좋은 계기가 될 수 있지 않을까 생각해요.
A joint team at the Games would require IOC approval, but if realized, it will be the Korea's first unified Olympic team, leaving a major mark in sports diplomacy that often mirror rocky inter-Korean ties. Nonetheless, there's been worries in South Korea that adding new players at a time when the Olympics are less than a month away would eventually weaken the team power and deprive South Korean players of due playing time. But ahead of having lunch with the nation's Olympic squad at the training center cafeteria, President Moon again labeled this year's Winter Olympics the Peace Games.
함께 공동 입장을 하거나 또 단일팀을 만들 수 있다면 북한이 단순히 참가하는 것 이상으로 남북 관계를 발전시켜 나가는 훨씬 더 좋은 그런 단초가 되지 않을까 기대합니다.
At this point, it definitely seems that diplomatic acrobatics have paved the way for North Korea to send a national delegation to the South next month to the Olympics. Whether this is only a momentary cooling period or a longer-lasting ratcheting down of tensions in the peninsula, only time will tell. But what's for sure is that it's in the hands of President Moon to now translate this opening of a temporary channel for dialogue with the North Korean regime into a window for nuclear dialogue not only between the two Koreas, but between the U.S. and North Korea. Moon Gun-young, Arirang News, The Blue House.